Так, всем привет. Надеюсь, со звуком все хорошо, ибо я ничего не перестраивал. И давайте все-таки продолжим проходить сюжетную кампанию Mass Effect Andromeda. Что-то мне снова захотелось поиграть в эту игру. Она, конечно, не самая крутая из всей серии, но, блин, черт возьми, она приятная. На самом деле. И хотели мы вроде полететь в прошлый раз. Куда-то на Хаварл или Войлд. Блин, как же тут все мелко, однако. Ну, Джоба, давайте сюда посмотрим, что тут у нас.
Sometimes I forget how small we are.
Так. Летафаев. Что-то ничего нету, да? Тут ничего нету. Назад. Ойл.
up something.
Титус, Пас 55. Ну, давайте посмотрим сперва, что тут у нас в округе имеется. Что-то блестит. Интересно, интересно. Что это такое?
Anomaly detected.
Ведь...
Probes launched. Detecting what's left of a ship.
Нормально так. Назад.
Anomaly detected.
Так, что-то еще нашли?
Probe away. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Ух ты. Медь. Медь.
Anomaly on
Так,
sensors.
тут у нас что? Ураган.
Probes launched. Anomaly found.
Буря. Опыт. Интересно. Так, Войл. Ну, Войл, так Войл. Так, это вроде
Okay, bundle
ледяная
up, people.
планета,
I'll stay
да?
on my nice warm ship.
Сканер. Ведь посадочка. Да. Желаю покинуть. Ведь одно и то же. Назад. Раптор. Дробовик. Так, сюда воткнуть. Воткнуть ничего нельзя. Видно. Так, это мелочи. Строки кочевника. Дух странствий. Так. Нормально так. Будем черным. На черном ездить.
Take her down, Callow.
Ой,
Designated this planet
кажется, я
Habitat
облажался.
6.
Нужно было
Original
этого
readings
синего взять.
suggested it had a breathable, nitrogen-rich atmosphere and oceans of H2O.
I take it that's no longer the case.
All H2O on Habitat 6, vold to the Angara, is ice. And those oceans, frozen over completely.
There goes the dream of a
Минутка
seaside property.
химии.
That's a pretty intense blizzard.
LZ is on the windward side of the mountain. Conditions are bad. I'm tracking gale force squalls.
Упс. Ой, нормально так.
We're good. We're good.
You sure? Want us to get out and push?
Very funny, Ryder.
Так. Тут, есть ли тут какая-нибудь... Блин, да капсулу еще как до этого. Как до Луны, блин. Че ж так-то? Не хочу опять кат-сцены смотреть. Да, покинуть.
Gil's been asking if you can come by.
Подождет.
Not really a holiday destination.
Так, надо... Ага. Вот так будет проще.
Approaching the LZ.
Мгм. Так, сохранить. Отмена. 15. Так. И нам нужно посмотреть, что у него там с навыками. Ага. Типа норм. Да. А вот у меня не норма. Так. Назад. Что это? Урон. Максимальный запас здоровья. Давайте возьмем. Так сказать, что было? Нет. Доткнул. Как-то так. Штурмовик, ладно. Так, нам нужно... Куда нам нужно?
Oh, Suvi wasn't kidding about the cold.
Вроде по этим маячкам.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
Вот это плохо.
Good place for a secret hideout. Snow and ice camouflages everything.
Keep going, Ryder. Try not to make any sudden movements.
Эй.
You're probably being watched.
Great. They really mean business, don't they?
Что это такое? Сперамбус.
Peter, right ahead. I need a
Нужно
minute to
погреться.
defrost.
We're almost there. We'll need to talk to Commander Anyik when we arrive.
Так. Здравствуйте, ребята.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
Ху-ху-ху.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is back online.
Здесь. Здесь пусто, да? Блин, ни одного ящика. Как так? Немножко погреться.
Yeah, I told you. I take good care of her. Can it go now?
Gotta check the engine.
That'll take forever.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
Говорить так
Back away.
говорить.
Don't care if you're Charles, pal. This shuttle is none of your business.
Ну да. Take.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
I love you, Hera.
Так.
I'm reading a severe temperature drop. The ambient temperature is normal.
I hear you have a very impressive vehicle, yes?
Ну, типа того.
I'm an amateur mechanic myself. Build vehicles for my people. Upload this schematic for your mechanic, with my compliments. They can upgrade your vehicle's shielding once you find the needed components.
Окей.
He lives for this shit. It will make his day.
My long-lost brother. You can find some of what you need here on Vold. The rest, out and about.
Life support at 100%.
Фу, не пугай так. Эть. Мы пойдем другим путем. Контейнер какой-то.
Yes, Miss Charles' explosion. She would have known exactly how to protect herself.
Странные какие-то машины, однако. Ладно, пойдем дальше. Контейнер. Так, неплохо отсыпали. Ха-ха-ха-ха. Правда, все в переработку, скорее всего. Ну ладно.
Heard about that doll.
You think it's payback for pushing the cat out?
I don't know.
Так, оттуда мы пришли. Идем направо. Конечно, открыть. Что это такое? Включить. В новых гостях. Военный пилот. Мы получили один человеческого первого. А, ну, короче, это типа сводки, да?
You didn't hear about the human? Landed right in the middle of Aya.
No.
Да, это
They
я.
dealt with it.
Ага.
That human is a pathfinder fighting for us.
Не.
Some respect.
Don't worry. They dealt with me.
Welcome. You are the Pathfinder, yes? I am Rochua Lin.
What are these symbols on the wall?
And I give the blessings. Would you like one?
I'm a bit of a stranger to your faith.
A stranger in all things, perhaps. The blessing is offered with simple goodwill.
It would be an
Ладно.
honor.
I give you strength and courage, yet be clear your heart.
А мы пойдем.
Thank you.
Так.
Gonna need some kind of stimulant.
Стимулятор им нужен, да? Партизан, шлем. Медикаменты изучить.
Looks like medical supplies. Probably shouldn't tamper with them.
А почему бы и нет? Можно аспиринчика.
Looks like supplies aren't getting through to the resistance.
Данных. Так.
Olisk is in charge of requisitions. We should speak with him.
Ясно. Так, срочно нужны новопринцы. Так, ты кто такой?
Yes, what is it? You're that alien they've been talking about on comms, aren't you? Why are you standing here? Shouldn't you be talking to the commander?
I'm not sure which question I should answer first.
How about none of them? I simply wanted to express my surprise that someone was in my way.
The commander said the alien wanted to help, but we need it. The emergency caches, maybe.
Emergency caches?
This is a war zone. Ket attacks are always a risk. Wounded? There's probably a cache of emergency medical supplies nearby. No substitute for real medical attention, but you'll survive long enough to reship.
Problem is the caches are empty right now. Restrained and no one's been out there to replenish supplies.
Окей.
There's no time to waste. I'll help with...
So,
Of course.
good. Get going.
Эй. Что, типа сюда, да?
These are the emergency medical supplies the doctor mentioned. We have to get them to the caches. Sam, you saving the location data?
Of course, Pathfinder.
Так, собрать припасы, блок данных, мы смотрели. Так, что-то это не алло.
Jar, have you come back to us?
Нет, он сейчас уйдет.
And you know,
That must be difficult.
Jarl's the brave one.
Линии
How do you
снабжения.
get supplies with the cat everywhere?
Ничего не слышно.
It's hard to fly in, so my children run most items through the caves, little by little.
Children.
Their size makes it hard for the cat to detect. We all do what we can out here, even children.
How do you feel about Ephra?
Some speak ill of the man, but his plan is bold and the resistant. I'll do what I can to help until I can't help
Ясно,
anymore.
ясно.
Are you selling anything we could use?
I have almost what I do have. Maybe if you clear that Ket station on the South Road, I'd be able to bring in more and spare something for you.
Good luck,
Хорошо.
and stay safe.
Just make sure.
Так,
If you need patching up, you'll have to wait. A patrol just came through and I need to see to them.
Is it just you here?
Volunteer medics are hard to come by, especially ones who can handle Vold.
It's actually warm in here. Those heaters work pretty well.
We don't use them for heat. They generate artificial sun, so we don't go dark.
What do you mean, go dark?
Right, I suppose you wouldn't know about that. Our bodies generate energy from sunlight. If we don't get enough, our immune systems weaken and our bioenergy slows. We go dark.
Странные
It
ребята.
can't be easy living in a place like this.
Between the cold and the lack of sun, it's tough to keep morale up. Most of us come from Aya or Haval, so it's a big adjustment. Immunity drops, people get sick. But if the civilians in the settlements can live here without complaint, so can we.
I'll come back if I need anything.
I'll be here.
Туч. Так, здесь мы все закончили, похоже. Мгм.
Good to see you again, Commander Delzio.
And you, Jarl. This is the alien. The one you think can help us.
Yes. This is Ryder, of the Andromeda Initiative.
I am Anyik Dozil. Remember the name, because if you betray us, I will kill you myself. Be assured that what I do to you will make the stars turn their faces and grow dark.
I have no intention of betraying you.
Say what you want. It is the hands that reveal true intention. If you wish to prove yourself, be an ally in our fight against the Ket. Despite our best efforts, their growing forces remain a threat to our people. Speak to our lookouts, who watch the valley. They'll know where our need is dire. Jarl, watch them. And be careful yourself, my friend.
I always am.
Так. Ладно. Странный какой-то, блин.
Squadron at Varroa. I'm picking up hostiles 2 clicks south of you.
Jarl defends them.
But to allow them access to our base.
From this room, we keep track of our brothers and sisters in the field.
You don't win a war without good organization.
Wonder what all the blinky lights are.
They all say the same thing. The Resistance is missing supplies.
Not likely. They don't venture this close to the camp.
I was told to expect you. Davia Kars, Chief Intelligence Officer. On a brief you on Vol. Any questions about the planet? Ask away.
Карта.
Is that a map of Volt?
A living map, yes. Every region on the planet is represented. Updated in real time as we get information from scouts and contacts. You can see the nearest Dara, the Jara Tetchiks, and Yarnik, the archaeological dig the Kett have occupied.
The bright spots on the map, are those cities?
Cities under siege by the Kett, yes. The largest, Estraya, was our capital.
Was?
It's hard to think of a city as a capital when it's just a maze of empty streets and burnt-out buildings. But buildings can be rebuilt. We are more than our cities.
How does the Resistance plan to win this war?
We don't have the forces to fight a planet-wide war. The center of all Kett operations on Vold is across the valley. At least, that is our hope.
Отлично, этим мы и займемся.
So they underestimate the Angara.
You mentioned the word Dar. What does it mean?
Well, translated directly, it means rock foundation. A Dar is smaller than a city, but larger than a settlement. There are several out here. Angara who live in Dara are combat trained, ready for anything.
I guess they'd need to be.
They take pride in defending themselves. But the Kett are bolder lately. The Dara are their new target. We've had to change our tactics to protect them. More patrols with the Dara means fewer raids on Kett camps. The Kett know this and use it against us.
I think I have enough info.
If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Так. Мы вроде от Седова. Терминал какой-то непонятный. Выход. Тут говорить не с кем. Олиск, тебе журить надо было найти, да?
Joe, my friend. Welcome home, brother.
Pathfinder, something I can do for you?
You the requisitions officer? I hear you're having supply issues.
Of course not. I don't know what you've heard, but everything's running fine.
Your communications say otherwise. You haven't received a shipment in weeks.
Those data pads are encrypted. How did you... I need to keep this news contained. No one knows the shipments have stopped. If word gets around, we'll have a serious morale drop. I need to investigate this quietly.
You have any leads?
Not much. The supplies make it planetside, but never reach the base. The obvious answer is the Kett. Sabotage is their style. We changed our drop point, but no luck. I can't send someone to investigate without word getting around. I guess there's no avoiding it eventually.
I can take a look at the drop point. That way no one will panic.
I can't sanction an official search, but I also can't stop you from investigating on your own. The nav point for the last drop location is in my personal console. You seem to be adept at decryption. so I'll let you figure out the rest.
Ну, так и сделаем.
Decryption successful, Pathfinder. Updating your nav system with a supply drop point.
I looked over the recruits' representatives.
Наверх. Наверх. Надо наверх. Тут я уже смотрел. Г. Странная штука. Ты кто такой?
Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall.
Yep, they're staring.
Let's try to make a good first impression.
It's good to be back. I have friends here.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Чуть подальше, что ли?
Tempest, we're gonna need the Nomad. My position.
Deploying forward station. Good luck, Ryder.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Okay, Sam, what's Vold got for us?
Ket activity appears to be centered around this large central command post. According to Resistance intelligence, the base coordinates all Ket military efforts on Vold.
And taking it down will cripple their operations.
In theory. However, given the trouble the Angara Resistance has had infiltrating the base, it will not be a simple task. I recommend a more cautious approach that starts with the investigation of smaller Ket installations.
Any suggestions on how to get on Ephra's good side?
Resistance dispatches indicate there is someone in Hajara who needs help. We could visit Tekix, a larger and more established Angara Dar that is nearby.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sam.
Pathfinder, Vold's temperature range is fixed well below freezing, with pockets of even more severe conditions. This necessitates the use of the Nomad. I advise against prolonged exposure to the cold.
Got it. Don't crash the car.
Our scans have detected remnant monoliths, which suggests the presence of a vault.
And that means we might be able to melt this ice cube. All right, we've got our work cut out for us. Let's get going.
I'm reading a severe temperature drop.
Follow the lights, Ryder.
Trust me.
Can you even see through this snow?
Ой. Так. Перехват. Добраться до точки сброса. Так. Окей. Выход. Сохранить. Да. И... Вот туда.
It corners a little poorly, doesn't it? Your vehicle?
I swear I will turn this car around.
Что-то мы не там, похоже, поехали.
We're out of the worst of it. Temperature should be manageable
Да
now.
ё-моё.
Kent, coming this way!
Quickly! Before they find the resistance!
Loading ammo! Over here!
Так.
I need help here!
Отлично. Так. Ой, что-то ты баганулся немножко. Взять.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Did your people have plans to settle here? You seem easily affected by the cold.
I wonder if we'll ever see a so-called golden world that won't be complete death to live on.
Ну и так сойдет. Ой. Хитрый, хитрый жук.
Reloading!
вещей.
Why were Angara attacking us?
Pathfinder, I detect a datapad nearby.
Axul. Should I know about it?
That's a conversation for another time.
Pathfinder, I have informed Olisk. The drop point is secure.
Good. The Resistance should get their supplies now.
Manual says the Nomad's good for all weather conditions, but they did those tests in the Milky Way.
Дальше. Так, задание земледелие. Активатор. Тайники с медикаментами. Раз, два, три. Но это далеко. Так, ладно, нам надо вот сюда сделать заезд. Ой, что-то мне нравится это место. Кто ты такой?
Pathfinder, I detect a cat camp ahead.
Блин. Валим. Валим, валим, валим.
Why did you come to Helios?
General you or personal you?
You, Vetra. Personally.
Same reason everyone else did. Bought the pitch.
Must have been an impressive pitch. Was it worth it?
It better be.
Так. Вижу.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Is there anything here that isn't freezing?
It's not that cold. Let it go.
Are you going the right way?
Отлично. И можно сделать так. С кем-то тут поговорить надо было, да?
How's your sister?
Whoa! Didn't mean to sneak up on you. Your commander said you could show us the valley.
Zeke, I don't want to talk to it. You talk to it.
Ryder has a name.
You named it? How do you even tell them apart?
Stars, Beniska, just stop talking. Yeah, we can show you the valley. What are you looking for?
I'm here to help your people. Know anyone who needs it?
We've got reports from Hajara about someone trying to rescue a kidnapped family. See those red lights? That's it. If you're here to help, like the commander says, you could start there. Anything else?
Those red lights. You said that's Hijara?
Yes. Hijara Station, one of the Dar in the valley. It's a small community, mostly scientists. There's people there that might need help if you haven't checked it out already.
Is it difficult to live out here?
Why so surprised? We've adapted to this weather.
Those lights are conspicuous. Don't the Ket attack?
We've adapted to that too. The Ket want to take us alive, so we fight to the death. It seems to deter them.
Do you know of any remnant sites or ruins?
I think so. Actually, I don't know.
Zeke, do you ever read the dailies?
No, you'll tell me if I need to know something.
So where is it?
Tall lights, over on your right somewhere.
What's that alien facility on that mountain over there?
That's the Ket Command Center. We have constant eyes on it.
What's its purpose?
It controls Ket operations on the entire planet. There's always ships coming and going.
I came face to face with the prefect there. Meanest, motherless Bisan I ever saw.
Even the Ket seemed afraid. We don't have much intel on her, though.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Yeah, you behave. We're watching you.
Так. Эмма. И куда нам? Это что-то такое. Обратно. Отправиться на Хьял.
I'm reading a temperature degrees.
Hijara is a research station, mostly focusing on Vol's geology.
Let's see if someone here needs help.
Так, а нам можно прокачать еще что-нибудь. Так, бой. Наверное, все-таки надо прокачать дробовик. Да. Изучить назад. Сколько осталось? 2. И щит. Да. Пригодится. Подтвердить и убить. Боец. Что он нам дает? А, это типа, это того типа. Ага. Окей. Щит он сникл. А, типа. Колесо меняет, да?
Into the ice in order to study it. Someone around here probably knows what that ice is for.
Now I'm thinking about that one job I did. Drilling for Ezo on an ice planet.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Берем. Конечно, берем. Так, тут ничего нету.
Could be something else. Industrial emission, weapons test, someone crashing a vehicle. Ah, the alien. We heard reports thoughts? Can't imagine anything here interests you.
Why not? I heard this was a research station. I'm always interested in exploratory science.
I wasn't expecting that. I never heard that about you. Now, is there anything you need from me?
You were saying something about ice talkers?
Huh? Don't let anyone hear you. Stupid story that started years ago when Dinor and I were students in Australia. Talk to Dinor. He knows more about how that tunnel spread.
What are you doing with this giant block of ice?
That was cut out from below Hajaro. We're right above an inland sea, and the ice goes deep. Very deep. Everything under the first layer was perfectly preserved from a time before the Scourge. There's a lot we can learn from the composition of the deeper layers. Microbes, ancient life forms, all untouched by the Scourge.
I won't disturb your work.
Okay.
Only the...
Да ё-моё.
The numbers check out. I don't know what else I can do to strengthen my argument. Oh, hello. You're that rider alien everyone's talking about. What can I do for you?
You said something about ice talkers? What are those?
Oh, that's something of a joke between me, Journalist, and everyone who went to school with us in this. One of our classmates was at an old archaeological dig. 2 months later, another group claimed they heard the same
What?
Too much Malay. That's what journalists. Now it's become something.
Ну да, шутка. Так, это тоже кто-то.
This isn't Haval. You spend too long out there in the dark, you'll get weak, sick, or worse.
It's bad. I get it. How do I stay alive?
The moment you see sunlight, break cover. Soak up all the...
I'll be a target.
Not for long. You'll get a lot from just 5 minutes of exposure. After that, get back under cover.
The human is listening to us.
You here to learn survival tips from old Percy?
Why does your kind need the sun?
We draw nourishment from solar radiation, keeps us sharp. Even heals minor injuries.
But we have to keep out of sight, or the cat will spot us.
You sound like an expert, and I'd like to survive.
What I can teach wouldn't help. Different biology.
Your body can't store a charge.
If you go too long without sunlight, do you get sick?
Lack of regular exposure puts our bodies under stress. Too much of that, and we're no use to anyone.
Have to keep my strength up for the resistance.
Good luck out there.
I'm ready to go, Passy.
Not...
Так, пойдем дальше.
Did you extract the metal from that sample we took?
I did. It's strong. If we find more, we can sell it.
Keep digging. I have a good feeling about that guy.
Так. Кристалл какой-то. Собрать. Крыша. Ну блин, ну ладно, черт с тобой.
We can't just attack an entire Ket base.
Блин, сколько же у вас тут много.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
We can't get deep enough to take a proper sample. The ice is too thick. If I had better equipment, we would have finished days ago.
Try asking Armroll about it.
something I can...
Maybe. I did.
Так.
There was an alien lurking about the... Don't try to start. And try not to disturb our data probes. Our research is valuable, though it may not mean much to you.
Takes guts to be stationed out here alone.
They only send scientists. Since the Resistance can't always protect us, we protect ourselves.
Are you in charge here?
Lead researcher. Worked as a seismologist on Aya before I
You volunteer.
Ясно, ясно.
So far, Vault has lived up to my expectations. Always a new mountain to scale.
How long has this station been around?
Only a few years. This used to be Ket territory before the Resistance pushed them out. We've discovered a wealth of resources the Ket protect. Metals, minerals, even a new species of edible...
All that was hidden?
And more. We've only scratched the surface.
I'll come back if I need anything.
I'll be here.
Ну, будь тут чё.
Well, I haven't seen so
Ясно.
far.
Как идут дела?
Do you get much business out here?
I do all right. The trick is to not stay. Some... I've had a few close calls, but they haven't caught me yet.
I'll...
Got plenty.
Так. Утиль продать. Ой. Не-не-не-не. Обмен. Да. Назад. Батарейчина.
If you were captured, Niels would... You're that alien people have been talking about. Some say we can't trust you. But if you're here to fight Cat, that's good enough for me. Cat kill people. So, will you fight them? I know the location of the labor camp where they took my uncle.
I'll get your uncle.
Here's the nav point of the labor camp. Please hurry.
The main axle's got iced up again. What's causing it?
Probably an issue with the de-icing system.
I saw your ship land earlier. Impressive vehicle.
Спасибо.
So I decided to repurpose one of theirs. It's only fair.
You run into the Ket a lot out here?
Once in a while. We all have combat training, so we hold our own. The sky is the real problem. That Ket base will shoot anything above the ground.
Is using Ket machinery common out here?
Only if we stumble on it, or steal it. Mostly we stay away from their stuff, in case it's a trap.
They set traps?
Sometimes they rig their machines to explode and lay them out for us. I'd say they're clever, but they learned it from us.
What do you do here besides jacking vehicles?
I was a civil engineer on Aya. Now I'm a mechanic for the research. 1 minute you're designing an aqueduct, the next you're elbow deep in an ice drill.
That's a big change.
I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's tough out here, but every day's exciting. Besides, Aya can get on without me. The Jara station needs me.
Do you work with remnant tech?
Not really. If you're interested, they're north of here.
I'll get going.
Stay warm.
Где машина?
Life support is back online.
Кисик. Что у нас есть? Смотреть оборудование. Ладно. Где оно? Ближе, чем я думал.
High-powered communications array, most likely for planet-wide communications.
Makes sense. Anything on that interference the researcher talked
We'll
about?
do something
I am
about it.
detecting a signal. It is faint, but this equipment is sensitive. Pathfinder, I also observe a regular pattern in this emitted signal. It may be artificial.
You don't mean Ket? Are you saying the Ket are disrupting our comms? We must look into this.
И торговые льготы. Так. Ясно. Назад.
You are so bold on the battlefield, yet light on your feet. Like a dance.
You pick up a lot of skills working the angles. Yeah, I've been known to tango now and then.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Sam? What was that?
An eidetic trigger, related to your father, and the portions of my memory array he locked.
What triggered it?
Alec tied it to your progression as Pathfinder, not to a location. Puzzling as it may be, my programming is clear. Locating more of these triggers will unlock the memories. One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Так. Дальше куда? Ты пропавшего поставщика. Да. Ладно.
Wish I could move like you do.
When you have to beat many siblings to the dinner table, you learn to be quick.
Хлеб. Кто-то летит? Нет, вроде пока не летит.
Nice work.
My sensors are detecting Ket technology, Pathfinder.
Ой, это нехорошо.
I think we're done.
Пока можно, стоит сохранить. Да, чтобы далеко не бежать. Черт, слишком близко. Блин, почему они так стрёмно стоят? Очень стрёмно стоят. Ну куда ты? Ой-ой-ой, как ты. Получи, получи. Ну, как-то так. Черт. Граната. Блин. Если так. Если так. Чё, все? Ладно, надо за машиной сходить, а то мы так можем и замерзнуть.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support restored.
А можно как-то выключить, не знаю. Ну, так-то. Чтоб не шумело.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
Странное место. Так, не лети. Нужно дальше. Типа сюда, да? Ясно.
What you said is true, Vedra. In my lifetime, I've known only war, occupation, extermination.
We're going to change that, Jal.
We are nearing the nav point provided by Sokar Isov on Aya.
Не надо резких движений. Так, да? Ясно.
I recognize him. That's Keldor, one of Sokar's suppliers.
Так, что-то еще.
I detect traces of weapons fire consistent with Ket's technology.
Ket. Great. And here's the ambush.
Ага, ну да. А мы думали... Здрастуйте. А чё у вас мало? Ну, блин, какая-то ватная засада, однако. Раз, два. Давай ближе, ближе. Окей. Эть. Так, полетай. Все. Готов. Эть. Эть. Блин, какие-то они никакие. Кто-то есть, да? Нормально так. Ладно.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Так, перезарядка. Куда бы дальше съездить? Сюда, наверное. Выход.
People say you can get anything.
They do say that, don't they? By the way you're looking at me, I take it you want something.
Oh, the Resistance is always in need of equipment. I'm sure there's something we can trade.
We can talk about it more when we get back to the ship. Now that I'm thinking about it, I know of some helmets that would look great on Angara.
As long as they complement our eyes.
Далеко. Так, наверное. Кто такой?
This is the Ket labor camp Skion talked about.
Be careful, looks heavily guarded.
Ну что ж. Главное не торопиться. Ведь снайпер. Здравствуйте. Ух ты ж. Вот так вот. Успокоился. Хорошо. Ну блин, кончайте прыгать уже. Не задело. Ха-ха. Блин. Здравствуйте. -1. Ах ты. Фух. Кое-как. Так, надо поднять. Оп. Ха-ха. До свидания. Ты там что делаешь? Странный. Оп. Ой. Тут нам нужен вот это, вот это. Вот это и вот это. Ой, подгорает у меня. Ладно, я понял. Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй-яй. Ну вы, блин. Все. Интересно. Не, ну это долго. Бадабум. Можно делать очень долго. Надо заканчивать. Так. Раз. Открыли. 2, 3. Ага. А мы вот так. Ах ты ж. А вот так не хочешь. Ну. Ха-ха-ха. А, чё? Так, вроде тихо, да? Надо бы прийти собрать лут. Так, вижу. Раз. Два. Контейнер пропустил. Взять. Какая-то винтовка непонятная.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support is stable.
Once I have a weapon, I'm gonna destroy these cats.
Ясно, ясно. Что-то как-то мало лута. Мало. Так. Так, это хорошо. Ух ты! Снайперская винтовка, тактический прицел. Бах. То, что надо. Это мы читали. Так.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Ясно. Фиксирую дальше. Мы пойдем сюда. Мягкий хитин. Забавно.
Life support is back online.
Интеграт ракетов. Сеть, все. Блин. Гребаная мышка. Так. Терминал какой-то. Так. Так, открыть. Это закрыто совсем. Ой, что-то нас много стало случайно.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Life support is stable.
Пойдем. Пойду. Откроем оставшиеся.
Disable the fence. I have to get out.
Оп. Раз. Два.
Disable the fence, quick! We're not getting away with this.
Говорить с кем? А куда он побежал? Да куда он побежал? Ё-моё.
Just in time. Would have given us another day at most. No thanks for Rana's jabs.
If the cat can't handle being called mildly insulting things, that's on them, not me.
You see what I mean? We owe you. How'd you find us anyway?
Your nephew Skiat was trying to get you rescued.
Good boy. He's got potential, Nilt.
So you've said before. The Resistance needs to be debriefed. We'll head back to base as soon as possible.
What about the data drive? We have to deliver it to Buxel so she can start the analysis.
Interesting. It seems we have to depend on our rescuer for more than a rescue. Can you deliver this drive to Techix? If we work together, no time will be wasted.
I'll go there as soon as I can.
Perfect. Buxel will be in her workshop. I hope we meet again, under better circumstances.
This is big. Liberating key Resistance agents and recovering information they stole from the Ket. You've put many doubts about you to rest, Ryder. Even Ephra must now be convinced of your intentions.
What about the data drive Neil's entrusted to us?
Good point. If you prefer, you could go to Techix now. and speak to Ephra later. The choice is yours.
I need to get this data drive to Techix. I can deal with Ephra later.
I thought you might say that. Very well. We'll talk to Ephra when you're done with your tasks here.
Так, что еще мы сможем? Давай сюда. Ага.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
You have a fondness for large weapons, hmm? Seems impractical.
It's not about practicality. Half the battle's about intimidation.
Так, а мы тут что ли не закончили?
The Frumfrav do that
Понятно.
The what?
Типа, надо было контейнер взять.
Frumfrav, tiny,
Ясно.
timid creatures. When disturbed, they puff up and screech to...
Так, чистота. Сюдым.
Scare away attackers.
You're joking. There's no such thing.
Would I lie?
We should take a look at those Kep machines.
И что это такое? Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой.
Picking up signal.
Принимай. Так, мне кажется, тут будет... Ага. И немножко вот так.
Looks like a meteorite.
The interference is caused by the EM radiation it's emitting. I detect that...
Обнаружил.
Talk later.
Ага. Кажется, я был прав. Ну. Ой-ой-ой, как он улетел.
by that meteorite might be drawing the Ardi, as well as driving them into a frenzy.
Забрать, забрать.
Shut it off.
Perhaps the scan will tell us more, Pathfinder.
Ясно. И что тут надо сделать сейчас? Просканировать.
Pathfinder, I can modify your Omni tool to dampen the signal.
Ой, не нравится мне эта задержка.
Adi don't normally act like this. Something's made them angry.
Ай.
We are close to the source of the signal. Perhaps something about the frequency. What is that connection?
Ах ты, мелкий негодяй. Отлично. А чё так тихо? Я ничего не слышу.
I suggest we return it to the Nexus for analysis. We can learn more about the Scourge.
I think we should leave it here. It's too dangerous to bring back to the Nexus.
Блин. Ну ладно.
Hopefully the Hajara sign.
Облом. Хоть заново перепроходи. Не, ну его нафиг. Земледелие, встреча с семьей, активатор освоения. Ну, давайте сюда, почему бы нет?
That I know of, yeah.
We have large families. When you are surrounded by family, you feel strong, like a wall. Many stones standing as one.
Нам туда.
You can't have a wall with just 2 stones.
But you can smash someone's head between 2 stones.
I like the way you think.
Hey, can you help me with something? There's a wraith cloaked near you. I lost its movement. Will you scan for it and let me know where it's hiding?
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Так, на выход.
Are you here to observe the Yavara?
What are the Yavara?
Walk onto the frozen lake and you'll see them beneath the ice. They've lived on Fold for millennia. Stories about the Yavara are the only Angaran folktales that survive the Scourge. They're beautiful, intelligent creatures, our closest tie to our past.
And now your people will poach them right out of existence.
Пробовать у вас проблем?
24 Yavara have been killed since outlaws of your kind landed on Vold to hunt. We have no resources to track these poachers, and the resistance is...
At this rate, our only link...
The Yavara are vital to Angaran culture. We need to stop.
We'll do whatever we can.
We should hurry.
Фольклор.
Just stories, of course, but when your entire history...
We can't lose them.
Yavara, что за...
They're amazing creatures.
How do they survive?
We have no way of confirming this, of course.
Всего доброго.
I'll leave you to your work.
It's all right.
Так.
There isn't a place on
Ambient
Vault safe
temperature
from those
is normal.
things.
I'm telling you, the kid avoid that.
Go ahead and scan that
They're
wraith.
afraid of it.
I'll take it from there.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Выследить браконьеров.
That's Techix, according to my map.
We should speak to Buxel about her brother as soon as possible.
Ой, не нравится мне этот.
When did you join the Resistance, Jal?
About 3 years ago, when my oldest sister did. Now she leads a Black Ops squad. Somewhere.
Hard to live up to?
Yes, actually.
Sounds familiar. Maybe you should meet Sid.
Так.
Got it. Over here.
Ух ты ж.
Impressive.
Been tracking that thing all day. Thanks for the help.
Do I get to meet the mystery sniper?
Only right. Come find me.
The ambient temperature is normal.
People do pass the time.
Да, блин, опять эти проблемы.
There you are.
Nice shot back there.
Because it's 3,000
Thanks.
kilometers away?
My father taught me as soon as I was old enough to hold a gun.
Only safe haven.
Then why don't you go there?
Maybe
Life must be harsh out here. He taught you well.
He's always prepared. Made sure I could shoot, hunt, and make a camp.
You ever shoot remnant out here?
I don't see them too often. I heard there's a big one somewhere, but I never found it.
Do the Ket come around here a lot?
Only some. Resistance patrols keep most from getting through. I pick off the stragglers. Usually wraiths like the one you helped me with.
You ever miss one?
Miss? Never.
Stay safe out here.
See you around.
You're a long way from home. Need anything for the journey?
Собираем.
I'm pretty sure I didn't misunderstand.
И
You were selling illegal drugs.
куда? Терминал какой-то. Послание, сообщи. Набор букв.
Killing me. Get used to it.
Так.
Good job. Just make sure you don't drop the fusion cores.
Тик-тик-тик. Луп. Да ё-моё. Ну. Кстати. Да.
No one's being cheated. How dare you accuse me in the street? You're a coward. Courts will decide and you'll be run out of town.
Let's see some blood in the eyes.
He left Vold? He got free and didn't even pay me a cut.
Are you Buxel? I have something for you.
From my brother who can't stop being a hero? Yes, Anyik told me to expect you. My son Skjord said he'd sent people after Nilj. I thought more lives lost. Nice to see I was wrong. Thanks for getting him out. Losing him would have set our efforts back months.
Is the data they carried that important?
Nilj and the commander seem to think so. Now, let's see what we have here. Stars and skies. This is a layout of the...
Отлично.
What?
The base entrances are shielded and locked with a code which changes, often. Metadata tells me they downloaded this weeks ago. The code... If an attack is going to happen, it needs to happen now.
Не хотел я прям сразу туда соваться. Да. Ну ладно.
Let me help. Tell me what to do.
The code to disable the security shields is encrypted, but I'll keep working on it. I've sent you the map and a nav point for a side entrance that won't have as many guards. Go quickly. We'll be in touch.
Так, ну кристаллы какие-то, блин. Сюда, туда. И тут что-то такое интересное есть. Айри Basic. Блок данных.
Pathfinder Rider, it is wonderful to finally meet you in person. I'm Ari Vescher, scholar and chronicler.
Chronicler?
Quite so. Denied memory of the past or hope for the future, we become dust in a void.
The past can tell us an awful lot about the present.
Exactly. Our struggles are difficult. It is my life's work to document. The arrival of visitors from beyond the galaxy is a significant development, of course.
Is there anything we can do to help your work?
I have always been curious about how the Ket invasion began. They must have records of first contact, and we have none of our own.
Where would you get that information?
The Ket are a military people. They must have logs. And perhaps they can be accessed from their base on Vol. Approaching it would be foolhardy. Still, if you find yourself there, please see what you can find.
Why don't the Angara have records of first contact with the Ket?
Those who were there cannot tell their tales. Dead or disappeared. There are stories, rumors. No one knows for sure what happened.
Ну ладно.
I'll leave you to your work.
Of course. I hope to speak to you in less.
Выходим. Так, и тут что-то еще где-то было. Так, ну...
Data strings almost beautiful in their arrangement.
Так. И типа все, что ли? Так, что это за задание? Это такая... Собрать задание. Земледелие. Непонятная фигня. Это образцы растений. Да. Выход. Ну. Здравствуйте. Ну ладно.
I detect an Andromeda plant sample nearby. Dr. Camden would find this useful.
Oh, right. The gardener.
Botanist, Pathfinder.
Ну.
Congratulations. Enjoy the smell.
At least it's warm, and no looking over my shoulder for Ket.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Значит, не так. Где-то тут? Нет. Контейнер.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
Ой. Что это было сейчас? Ну. Отлично. Еще контейнер. Вах. Тяжелый прицел. Патроны. Так. Терянная песня. Ой, что-то. Что это за задание такое? Если это задание, конечно. Ага. Спирамбус.
That new boy, Dale, was looking at you while you were going over the new engine specs.
I was giving them their instructions, so I
Это где-то снаружи, что ли?
Shipment coming in from Kadara tomorrow. I'm taking prepaid,
You're the human who
bid-registered
came from
orders
Aya.
only.
Is
No
it still beautiful
exceptions.
there?
If you can't pay, plenty of others can.
Да, не было времени осмотреться.
The docks, mostly.
What a shame. I was born there. Spent my childhood in warm air and sunlight. I'll never forget how that felt.
What do you sell?
I trade with those who have things they don't need anymore, but who need things I have. Small comforts, nothing of value to you.
What do you mean, people with things they don't need?
Refugees carrying whatever they grabbed as they fled. The lighter their load, the easier their journey. I pay well.
Why don't you go back?
My life, family, livelihood, they're all here.
Thanks for talking with me.
Thank you for reminding me of Aya.
Take. Что это такое вообще? Двери. Ой.
It's a bed. Better than sleeping in the ice in the dark.
It's dark out there, isn't it? I think Marifa's sun lamps here.
Привет, твое настроение. Ну, перерыва хочется, конечно. Ну, так, в принципе, ничего. Как звук. А? Ага. Так. О, то что надо? Блин, сколько же вас тут, а?
You, the Pathfinder. Is it true? Can you talk to the old machines?
Я что, похож на шизофреника?
I'm no threat to them. Never have been. Tell them to stop hurting me.
Ну, как-то так, да? Почему они нападают?
I dig for useful things around the pillars. Good tech. Machines always left me alone until now.
You were misinformed. I can't actually talk to the Remnant. Even if I could, I don't think they'd listen.
Well, good out of you then. Thanks for nothing.
Какой дерзкий мужик. Ладно. Так, я... Нет. Нет.
Buxel says you rescued her brother. I don't have words to express my gratitude.
Как же вас много-то. Я устал тут уже ходить. Распорядитель.
I have guardianship of Techix.
Та-та-та.
Myself and others here, we
Та-та-та.
fight by refusing.
Tell me.
Не надо мне больше ничего знать.
Sulphurous air, not for me.
Так, продолжим.
I won't disturb you further.
It is no disturbance at all. May your luck build, Ryder.
Ну ладно, я все ж пойду. Взять все. Взять все. Так, я тут маленько потерялся, похоже. Фуф.
Nobody left.
How did you get away?
Так.
Just look. No cat patrols on the route.
Что это такое? Да. Так, ладно, ребята, развлекайтесь. Я пойду. Куда нам еще съездить? Блин, так и непонятно, что это за хрень такая. Тайники с медикаментами. Активатор. Найти что? Место для аванпоста. Но это немножко рано. Раз, два, три. Три тайника. База кэтов. Удаление сердца. Кетский щит. Так. Потерянная песня. Следить браконьеров. Пожелание. Вот это спасенная вами группа. Отряд ТТТ. Штаб. Подходу. Также там видели препятствующий доступ. Так. Смотреть базу кэтов. По желанию. Так, ну это мы поедем потом. Выследить браконьеров. Так, наверное, пока имеет смысл сделать это. Потом что-то браконьеров, наверное, поискать. Так, ну ладно, продолжим. Блин, чё ж ты такой широкий, а?
Vetra, I catch PB looking at me frequently.
Не нравится мне это место.
And why not? You're genuinely interesting.
Быстрее, быстрее. Блин. Эк. Че, еще выше, что ли? Да вы с ума сошли. Ну, собственно, почему бы и нет? Налево. Ой. Ой, не ту кнопку нажал. Ой, нехорошо. Так, нам вроде туда, да? Или туда? Наверное, туда. Есть кто? Похоже, нет. Блин, ребята вообще не палятся, если честно. Так. И... Ой. Так, ты там это не того. Ой. А мы немножко отойдем с тобой. Ух ты. Какой ты. Ой. Ой. Привет, кот. Как жизнь? Так. Оп. Элвели, ты тоже подошла, да? Привет, всем привет. Так. Черт, а я забыл. Вот ты где. Ага. Так. Ну, поехали. Нам куда-то туда. Ай. Кажется, это было больно. Оп. Ой-ой-ой.
My sensors are detecting Ket technology, Pathfinder.
There must be active remnant in there. Let's check it out.
Здравствуйте. Так. Привет, дружище. Здрасте. Ты какой хитрый, а? Ой, кажется, я сейчас крякну. Ой, нехорошее место, однако. Так, тебе надо снять щиты. И немножко полетать. Кажется. Ой, как плохо. Откуда вы? Ну, давай. Эх ты какой хитрый. Пусто. Полетай. Мы посмотрим. Давай, Элли. И? Чё, все? Сканировать трупы. А, ясно. Собираемся. Блин, какой же громкий этот молоток. Однако.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Хе-хе-хе-хе. Оп. Так. Где там тачанка? Черт, слился с местностью, однако. Вроде сюда.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Damn, it's a smoking hole.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
Окей, идем дальше. Контейнер. Не проходя мимо, не проходите мимо. Называется, да? Так. Видите, мы его сканировали. Ничего нету. Ух ты. Вот я. Ух ты ж, надо валить. Да, мне кажется, стоит попробовать вас. Так. Дубль 2. Так. Ой, как неожиданно я. Не туда, сюда. Ну, блин. дядя. Где ты? Ах ты, вот ты какой. Негодяй. Так. Оп-оп-оп. Оп. Полетай. Так, один бежит. Ой, так, а тут нужен... ну, собственно, ну, вообще нужен, да. Упс. Да, блин, достал. Здравствуйте. Так, чё? Ах ты, ать. Потерял голову, да? Да, блин, чтоб тебя.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support restored.
Так. Лучше пойду обратно.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Что-то тут белеется. Нет. Сучить.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Партизан. Тут пусто, да? Датчик перемещения скверный. Да, у вас на Байкале круто.
The temperature is fine, Pathfinder.
Так. Чуть я потерялся немножко. Где я еще не был? Наверное, вот на том балконе. Ой, нет, нам туда надо, как раз. Значит, туда мы не пойдем. Ой, ага. Блин, все-таки свалился.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Так. Так, нам наверх. Насколько я помню. Блин, ну, о, нормально. Кто-то тут тренится, походу. Раз. Готово. Терминал. Так. Выход. Ну.
I'm reading a temperature decrease. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Так, ну ладно. С этой вроде тоже можно было поговорить. говорит, что в этой стороне. Ну, блин. Ой, ой. Ага, собрать. Все правильно.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Итак. Блин, пустовато, однако. Так, это... Ага. Ну, ладно. Ну... Да, блин. С ума, что ли, сошли? С кем еще-то драться? Ладно, идем пешком. Ой, что-то мне не нравится вот этот кораблик. Эроеск. Ладно, поехали отсюда. Стоп, Так. Боевые средства. Так. Дополнительная кобура. О, а что нам надо? Турбозаряд. Что это такое? Помощь. Та-та-та-та-та-та. Так, это, ну, не знаю даже. Не граната. Ну, блин, это все тратится. Это все бессмысленно. Подтвердить. Так, выход. Сохраняем босс. Сохранить. Да. И вперед. Так, нам куда-то вверх. Блин. что вот так надо объехать. Выход.
Vedra, remember when I told you that PB was looking at me frequently?
Yeah? Is it getting annoying? Want me to say something?
No, it's just that lately...
Those power lines go up, but we'll have to find a way around. No way up this mountain.
Не догонишь, не догонишь, не догонишь. Так. А, не надо туда. Что-то не нравится мне это место. Ой, не нравится. Надо обратно. Окей. Монолит.
Looks like cat ahead. We should be careful.
Уть.
Afraid your sister will die here.
What sort of thing is that to say to someone?
I see it in your eyes.
So just because it's true, you can say it out loud?
I've offended.
I'm not offended. I just want this conversation to be over.
I've hurt you.
I said over.
Так. Что это такое? А? Ну ладно. Линия сердца. Тайники с медикаментами. Место высадки. Так, ладно, вернемся. Так, предлагаю ехать вот на эту станцию.
I and many others have never known a world without Ket. The Resistance fights so our children may one day be free.
They're a tough bunch.
I hope the Angara know we're nothing like the Ket. I wouldn't want them as an enemy.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Что это такое? Ёп.
The ambient temperature is normal.
Здесь никого нет. Интересно. Ну, ужастики они такие. Длинное дуло. получили. Хоть профит какой-то. Так тут делать совсем ничего. Едем дальше.
I'm reading a temperature decrease. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Так, надо куда-то, где-то, блин, надо найти проход. Может быть, это? Ой, кажется, нашли.
Okay, let's just put it out there.
Валим.
Yes, the Turians did deploy the genophage against the Krogan. But that was a long time ago. I'm not interested in fighting the wars of my ancestors.
In a way, aren't the Krogan still fighting them?
Ian's right. Sometimes conversations with you are no fun.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
И где-то тут была дорожка, я видел.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
That's a steep drop, Ryder.
Relax, I got this.
I have always liked Vold. It is harsh, but beautiful.
Outside temperature is in free fall.
Так. Ой.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Что-то как-то... Не зависай. Полетай. Да. Черт. Умеют же они тайники делать. Новый уровень. Так, ну дальше у нас будет задание. Да, я в курсе. Вернуться к врачу. Так. Смотреть базу. Активатор какой-то. Видите? Браконьеры. Выследить браконьеров. Так, они где-то тут, на этом уровне, да? Окей.
Military service. Is that right?
Most. I didn't. My father took us from Paladin before I came of age. Maybe it's good not to learn exactly the same thing as everyone else.
С дороги!
The poachers aren't here. They must have continued following the Yavara.
Контейнер. все, что ли? Ну, я так не играю. Типа туда, да?
Nice work.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Блин. Придется в бест. Ай-яй-яй-яй-яй.
I've been reading about the Krogan rebellions from your history.
Go on.
Your friendship with Drac isn't typical of Krogan-Turian relations.
I'll take that as a compliment. He can be a cranky old bastard.
I think you know that's not where I was going with this.
Едем, едем, едем. Угу. Да, блин. Да, ё-моё, опять не ту кнопку нажал. Ну. Туды, да?
Pretty intense cat shield for the middle of nowhere.
Ой-ой-ой.
That's Jarnik. The Ket think they'll find some remnant thing there. Our people can't break through that shield. It's controlled from the main command base.
Ну, ладно. Что происходит?
Looks like the poachers have already moved on. Hold on. There's a data pad here.
These people, they have no idea what the Yavara mean to us.
I want to understand. Why are the Yavara so important?
Nearly all our traditional stories were lost in the Scourge, except for tales of the Yavara unfold. How they sang from the oceans and lured the sun out of hiding. How in ancient times they guided Angara ships to safe shores.
That's beautiful.
The Yavara are intelligent, amazing creatures. And they are being slaughtered.
Так, найти браконьеров. Блин, ну. Так, мы тут. Надо сюда. Ясно.
Life support at 100%.
That's Ket technology, Ryder.
Wow. The remnant took over. Let's check it out.
Jal, did you know we were here? When the Nexus first got here, did you know?
I didn't. Not at first.
Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Ай, капец. Прям гениально. Оп. -1. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Кто это такой? Ладно. Тяжелая артиллерия. Раз. Так. Ой, что-то вот эти баночки у него на спине не нравятся. Так. Отлично. Ах ты, негодяй. Ой, как все повисло-то. Чё все кончилось-то? А вот и я, а вот и я, а вот и я. Так, ты там что делаешь, а? Так, кстати. Ну ладно, потом. Эть. Здрасте. И... Лагерь браконьеров. Да сколько вас тут? Ну, 5, понял. Так. Опоздал. Ох, как далеко я могу. И... Ириди. Собираем. Хо-хо. Что это такое у нас? Так. Пещеры. Так. Если вверх.
took care of them. I understand that. Now let's talk.
After all I've heard, I didn't expect that an Angara led these hunts.
Then you've been talking to the Angara here. I'm sure they told you the stories, how the Yavara are the only living history we have left. But these creatures might also hold the key to our war against the Ket.
Explain.
I've been performing tests. An enzyme in the Yavara's skin could treat the effects of Ket weaponry. If I'm right, our fighters could heal faster, push back against the Ket.
No. Not like this. Creatures are dying.
You see, my people would rather cling to tradition than think about the future.
Even if the enzyme helps, the Angara won't accept it when they know the source.
At first, maybe. But the Angara have always been survivors. In time, they'll see reason. Just let me continue my research for the future of my people.
Ryder, I don't know how to feel. I can't make this decision.
Sam, send her information to the Resistance.
Transmitting data.
I suggest you get off Vold before they get that info.
You're making a huge mistake.
I'll contact the commander. Thank you, Ryder. I think this is the right choice.
I'll go. Just let me pack my equipment.
Так, на этом можно поставить на паузу. И думаю, через часик-полтора мы еще продолжим. Тут еще пара заданий можно сделать.